Welcome back to the final stage, or the final day rather, of Rally Australia. Final stage coming up very shortly. 3 more to go here as our drivers make their way in for the midpoint service.
Andreas, fantastic morning this morning. A solid third place. Talk us through it.
Yeah, it has been a good morning. Obviously, we have now a good gap to 4th place and quite far up to 2nd place. So for us, we were a little bit in nowhere, so I just managed to push very little and trying to have a good pace, no mistakes, and just settling for 3rd really.
Sébastien, a fantastic morning's work for you. 8.7 seconds going into the afternoon. In motorsport terms, it's a fairly healthy lead. Just talk us through your morning's work. You must be pretty pleased with that.
Yeah, it's still a good lead, but not the time to relax. This afternoon we'll have to finish the rally on a good rhythm for sure. Yeah, I'm happy with how the things gone this morning. I thought to be a little bit more careful on some tricky section, and all in all I lost 3.5 seconds, I think, or something like that. So it was a good morning.
Here we go then. Let's have a look at the Support Championship, WRC2. The man who would take victory here in Australia and really give a boost to his championship challenge, Nasser Al-Attiyah. 2nd position overall for Jari Ketema. He really wanted the win, but to be honest, lucky to take 2nd after a roll on the Super Special last night. Yuri Protasov takes 3rd position. Good points for him, but this is the last point scoring round for Protasov. One man who's missing from the overall classification is Yazid Al-Raji. He unfortunately retired during the morning stages. A branch through the radiator, all the water gone, he could go no further. Disappointment for Yazid, who was leading at the time. Stages 18 and 19 together now, then let's go back to the WRC action.
That battle between Herven and Meek. Well, the gap was quite big now. It was starting to extend, but Mikko wasn't going to give up. It was 4.8 seconds coming into stage 18. Mikko was going to lose a little bit more to Chris Meek in here.
Yeah, Mikko struggling with traction. That's what he was reporting.
Mikko, Chris has got you again now. He's just taking little bits each time, isn't he? On the limit in there?
Yeah, I've tried to fight as hard as I can, but he's just manages to always be a little bit faster. So it's pretty a lot now, 8 seconds for 2 last stages, but it only needs 1 small mistake and we are up there, so I'll try to push him a bit.
And he would try and push him a bit as well, but Meek did not want to let that position go. No way.
Chris, today's all about stage times, and that's a pretty impressive stage times. Only Ogier and Latvala quicker than you. You keep proving the point.
Yeah, I had a really nice run. Last year I had a horrible experience in here. The first run through this morning was good, and yeah, now you're able to confirm your notes and really drive calmly but committed, and that's what you want. And yeah, we got the split after, I think, a midpoint that we were 4 up on Mikko, so I said, right, we don't need to do much more. So through the narrow bit through the trees towards the finish, I just checked myself a little bit and had a little bit of a look at every corner. I didn't want to push on, so yeah, I'm happy. It's we're getting closer and closer to the job done.
He does sound like a happy man indeed, doesn't he? It's Andreas Mikkelsen now then. It's a Volkswagen 123, remember, Andreas in that 3rd position.
And on what he classed and told me, it's a proper Sunday drive today.
Yeah.
Watching the splits of everybody and not taking any risks at all.
Andreas, it must be quite tough just to make sure you don't make any mistakes and keep driving around.
Yeah, for us it's basically just looking for the finish line, safe 3rd. So yeah, just getting through safely through the 2 next ones then, and this will be a bunch of points.
And here's Mads Osberg. That battle with him and Padden was ending when Mads clipped something and broke the right rear suspension. A little bit like what Neuville did earlier on in the weekend. But Mads, he was to finish the rally. But then at the same place, Tanak, our WRC2 category car, was to have a big crash. Oit and Reiger, okay, Oit feeling a little bit dizzy, but he is okay.
That's good to hear. Back on board then with second place Jari-Matti Latvala.
Right, what was he going to do? What was he going to do? It was under the time of 8.7 coming in.
What's interesting is he wasn't receiving splits into the car. He elected not to all day.
Probably the wrong decision, because he was going to get beat by Ogier in here. Not by much, but enough. He said, I can't catch him on driving alone now. Another quick time by Ogier there.
Seb a little bit quicker than Jari in there, 1.2 the gap, 9.9 now. It's not safe and secure, but it's in the right direction.
Yeah, now it looks start to look quite good. I mean, 20 kilometers to go and almost 10 seconds. So yeah, it's not bad now. Of course, we just have to stay out of the mistake and the problem, and should be fine.
Yeah, just stay away from the problems. 8 seconds. Ogier leads Latvala second, Mikkelsen in that safe third position, with Meek ahead, healthily ahead of him, then by 8.9.
And as we flick over, you miss Mads Osberg. Hayden Paddon now in 6th place, Thierry Neuville in 7th. Chris Atkinson joining our top 10 with the demise or the droppage of Osberg.
A disappointment for Osberg, but he would complete the event.
Final stage.
Power stage.
Power stage points. We know how greedy everybody is in the power stage. Chris Meek, he's again proved that he is one of the men at the top this weekend. Yeah.
And
don't know what you really want to call it yesterday.
Right.
Judgment of error. Mistake.
4 left.
Shortcut at the end of the day, and cost him heavily penalised for that problem.
You wanted a podium was on the cards at one point, but brilliant stage times. You are proving that you are the real deal.
Yeah, to be honest, I think this is my strongest performance to date. Finland was good, Germany was good until the hiccup, but this I felt really getting closer to the other guys. Okay, Seb and Jari are just, I said before, they were a gear ahead, maybe they're half a gear ahead now, but still we have work to do. To think of matching those guys is going to be tough. To make a difference is impossible at the moment, so yeah, I'm enjoying my time at the moment, and we'll keep going.
He is always hugely complimentary to the drivers in front. He knows he has a little bit of work to do to catch them, but he's so determined to do it. That's what we love about him.
As in Latvala on a massive push. He was going to struggle to make up the 8 seconds, but he wanted to kind of rob Ogier of the power stage points.
Jari, unless there's a problem for Seb behind you, it's going to be second place, but what a fight you two have given us this weekend.
It's been a great fight, a really great fight. And I have been leading the rally, and I mean, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, but I was annoyed when I did a wrong tire choice, and that's where I lost it. But I mean, overall, I think it's been still a really positive event, and I have, you know, these kind of fights I need to do if I want to fight for the championship one day.
Fight for the championship
One day. He still has a chance in the championship, but this man has made it way more difficult this weekend for him. Ogier coming through the stage, not making any mistakes. He wouldn't take maximum power stage points, though. That would go to Jari-Matti, but crucially, he would take the win, which is exactly what he wanted. Manufacturer's title too.
Sébastien, you weren't happy in Germany. It took you a while to get over that, but what a way to come back, and what a fight with you and Jari.
Fantastic. I think there was no better way to come back for the team. It's just amazing to be 1, 2, 3. Good job. Good to you as well.
Seb, there's a lot of admiration for people around, for you around here. But obviously, you're touching on about coming back for the team and everything. That's a championship for the team as well.
Yeah, that's really important. I mean, we are here first for Volkswagen, and it was very frustrating for us to offer them such a bad result at home. So now, at least we made something special this weekend with the 1, 2, 3. So congratulations. So I'm very happy to offer that to the whole team, and for me also, on a personal point of view, it's a good step for the championship as well.
It certainly is. Confirmation of the result. Ogier taking the win, number 22 in his career. Jari Matti second, Andreas Mikkelsen in third position. And of course, Volkswagen scooping the Manufacturers' Championship for the second year in a row. Huge result for them here in Australia. A podium lockout. Incredible stuff.
So Padden did make it through to 6th with Neuville in 7th, but Ogier getting 27 points this weekend. It's back on track, isn't it?
It certainly is. I mean, the championship, the Drivers' Championship, still on the go. But the celebrations, look at that. It couldn't have gone better for them, really. 1, 2, 3, and the Manufacturers' Championship. Great
Needs a
scenes
new
at
roof,
Volkswagen.
doesn't it?
I don't think they care. We move to France next then. It's back to tarmac for the WRC. We'll see you there.